My mic was muted. My bad. All right, so it's February. All right, we'll restart. It's February 6th. It's Tuesday. We're gonna go over what we were seeing, what I was doing. I didn't take any trades today, and we're gonna go over why I didn't trade at all today. Um, if we just look at this price action of what we had today, pretty sloppy, you know, kind of range, take out internal sell side here, and then we just drop off. So for me, like there isn't really any entry within here, and like even then, like we make three equal lows, and this is what I'm going to touch on later. I feel like we can definitely revisit these three equal lows, take out this low and this low all in one move, is what I'm feeling that we will do. Next draw for me is clear buy side up here, and I think that's all time high. Yeah, I think that's all time. No, it's not. Actually, I don't know. I think this chart's off. I don't know what it is, but okay. We're just gonna go into what we saw today, and here let me see. Okay, now we're good. But going into the market, if we look on the hourly chart, this is what I was seeing. Market opens right here. What am I seeing? I'm seeing that we have two equal highs up here, and then two other equal highs up here. I am bullish at this moment. At this moment, I'm bullish. Let's go to the exact moment market opens. So market opens right here, and we sell off. So part of what I'm seeing is we're coming up here. We just swept in. We just swept this low right here, and now we're pushing up. We're completely disrespecting these bearish confluences, and we're just keep on pushing. So my next draw for me is this high. I'm looking to see if we can sweep this high, maybe create some reaction, and then go to the downside. But we do sweep this internal high, and then market opens. It's on ES. We'll look on NQ in a minute. Market opens. Yes, we kind of retrace. Let's see, 2 minute. Let's see. Yeah, we have a 2 minute fair value gap here. For me, I don't really have a set in stone draw on liquidity. This is where I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't really have a set in stone draw on liquidity today at all. But as you see, sold off 2 minute fair value gap. This could have been a good play. And then once we get to here, we didn't have any news today, by the way, any like big news. Let's see what we had. We had FOMC member master, and then just this. So we didn't really have any news today. And then we completely sold off. And then this is where, like, I'm just waiting at this point. Where are we? I'm just waiting. We're in this range. We're just chopping around. And then this is when I possibly see the only entry for today. Wait. Yeah, on ES. Wait, that was NQ. I'm so stupid. This is ES. I was waiting. We got retracement right into equilibrium. This is exactly what I wanted. I was loving this setup, and I never took it. This is exactly what we're looking for. Retracement right in equilibrium. What are we also rejecting? 15 minute fair value gap. This 15-minute fair value gap is holding up really nice. Then let's see. Let's see what I was looking at. If we go down on the 1 minute, where we were forming SMT at the time. This was a bearish SMT. So what tricked me out yesterday, and this is what screwed me over. This is what I need to journal. Is that yesterday I had the same kind of setup, SMT, fair value gap entry, and I failed to take the weaker one. Or in that case, it was a stronger one because it was long. I failed to take that one, and on Nasdaq, I was looking, and this one's the stronger one. So in my head, I'm like, I failed to take the right one yesterday. This is the one that you want to take, the one that's weaker. And if we look, we never really got that fair value gap entry, but on Nasdaq we did. And I just fully wasn't looking at Nasdaq at that moment. And the biggest confluence, or the biggest yes, let's get on this, was this. We have low resistance liquidity run right here, and on ES we have very low resistance liquidity. So I'm thinking that we need to get in this trade. We have SMT, equilibrium, are in a higher time frame fair value gap. We're completely rejected off this. We got some displacement lower, a little bit, and I wanted to see this fair value gap hold. I guess you can say we also have a volume imbalance here. Also volume imbalance, and if we look on NASDAQ, you know, this is where the real setup would have been. Fair value gap, perfect rejection, stop above this high, and then target these lows, these two equal lows. You can maybe say target this one, but I would probably target this one because if we're taking out this low, we're probably likely to take out this low too. And after that, I would probably just take it all off there. I didn't really see anything else. And what was messing me up the most throughout today was that if we look on ES, we had higher time frame SMT. Sorry, this is ES. 825. Yeah, so ES was doing this. It was making this higher low. And then NQ was making a lower low. And this is what was tripping me out like the whole day. Like ES NQ swept this low, but ES failed to. Like, look at this. We had this low and this low. I was my whole day, I wanted draw and liquidity to be here. I wanted the draw to be here. This is what I wanted. I wanted the draw to be here, and that's what I kept on looking out for the whole day. Like, this is why I wanted to get in short. I had a short bias after this huge sell off. Like, going into the day, I had long bias of like, let's pause, let's readjust, and this is what I was looking at. Like that would have been a good entry, but throughout the day I was just short bias. And then around this time is just when I hopped off the charts, and we honestly really didn't have any proper entries that I saw. We have this breaker block, fair value gap. I mean, I guess you could say this could be an entry, but two equal lows here. Like this really isn't very appealing price action, you know? Like breaker block, we put in a high, you could target this high, that's a really quick scalp. Like this could be a solid entry for some people. This very quick scalp, but like you're probably not gonna expect to enter off this. Unless you're looking at like the 30-second time frame. Below that wick. Yeah, I mean that's just not honestly the best risk to reward. And then chop again, chop again, chop again. And then we finally break out. Take this internal high, and then we completely sell off. There's no real entry in here. Like this would have been a move I would have liked to see. Like maybe us pull back into a fair value gap here. Like if we look on the 5-minute, it's pretty much just like 3 candles. And like if I'm at this position, I'm thinking we're sweeping this low. Like I'm expecting the draw to be this low. And we never end up doing that, and we make 3 equal lows as long as this low and this low. And this is what I'm looking to target tomorrow or later on in the week. This is what I think we are going to draw to is right here. And like towards the end of the day, like the only other possible setup I could see is this setup. I mean, if we go from here to here, where are we drawing to? Equilibrium. We form kind of structure shift. But for me, like, I feel like basing that off the wick, maybe if this was a bullish candle, and then we pop back into that, then that would have been more convincing. But since this is just a wick for me, like it isn't the greatest. We have a breaker block for value gap. Like this is a decent entry. Like this is a quality setup. You can maybe, I don't know where you get filled on this. Say you got filled up here, stop below this low, target that prominent high, that's a 1.4. Let's say if you got filled here, it would be a lot better. 2 to 1. So that's really the only other setup, but this happened like pretty much at market close. This happened like pretty much at market close. Not a bad setup. That's actually a decent setup. Then let's kind of go over what Nasdaq did. So what was throwing me off, and what like I need to get better at is, yeah, we missed this entry. We had these equal highs. We took liquidity, made a move down, created that fair value gap, displacement through that. In this fair value gap, like this was the setup I missed. This was the setup that I missed. This was just me, like the SMT, what happened yesterday. I took note on it, and it ended up screwing me over. Now we know in the future I have to be aware of that, and we're gonna journal. We are gonna be journaling in a bit. I might honestly just do it after the session, but I might as well just do it like while we're both doing it together. I mean, if you come to these sessions, like we're journaling together, and then we took out these lows. Let me see. I didn't really analyze NQ. Never took out this low. What I mark down here? This is a prominent low here. I mean, was there a possible long setup there? Not really. Maybe. Like, we never really get a break of structure. Like, for me, this just move down, move up. That's not really what I want to trade. Yeah. So, not really. I guess you could say, like, this order block we tapped into. But for me, like, we didn't really get many setups. Oh, and also, yeah, what I noted is off this, was that oh yeah, I think I already talked about that. But that move down, that initial push down, I didn't have a clear draw on liquidity. I didn't, and that's okay. Like, I wasn't very confident in today, and in what the draw was, and so I didn't trade. That's completely okay. Like, it was just a tricky day. It wasn't clear to me, so I didn't trade. And that's okay. That, like, I'm at a point in my trading career where I'm completely okay with not taking a trade. I'm completely okay with sitting here, let the market do its thing, see what is presenting me with, and then not trading it. Like, if you're coming to the market with the attitude that you need to trade every day, that I have to take a trade today, or else we're not going to make money, or else I'm not going to make money today, so we need to make a trade today. Like, that's not sustainable. That's not how you're doing this. That's not how I'm approaching this. I'm playing this for a long game. I'm playing this for the long run. Like, over the course of 100 trades, 200 trades, I want 100, 200 of those to be good quality setups. And if I don't have good quality setups, then I don't want to take it. And, like, yeah, I did miss that one setup. This was probably the best setup. This to me was a pretty good setup. I would have liked a little further, but just this low resistance liquidity, along with SMT, equilibrium. Oh, sorry, we need to be looking at ES. As long as equilibrium. But if you look at Nasdaq, like, this isn't even. This is also why I was a little. I was really only liking it on ES. Look at Nasdaq. Like, we're not even in equilibrium here. And I guess if you do it from these two equal highs, maybe not even there. So, like, there are gonna be days when you're just not gonna want to trade. Like, if we just look at this price action. Look at the price action from the AM session. Look at this. It's on the 5 minute. this does not look good at all. We had to sell off into this, along with no clear draw. I'm not trading this. I'm not going to trade this. And yes, there are setups in there, but for me, where I'm at in my journey, I don't have very confidence. I don't have conviction to be able to find a setup within that. That's completely okay. And I don't really see anything else throughout the day. Let's see where we're at. Going in tomorrow. Let's go charts. So on the hourly, I'm pretty bearish. I am pretty bearish. We still have this hourly imbalance that we kind of tapped into, and I think we could probably make a rejection. We have this low, this low, this low, all the target. On the 4 hourly, let's see. So why? Yeah, we also have that 4 hour. Like, to me, I think the draw is going to be lower. We did, if we look on the, yeah, this is also what was like kind of freaking me out, or like messing me over, is we had this, but we never swept this high, or this high. I was expecting us to maybe draw towards these two before heading lower, and that's just what I didn't like about today. We're not really drawing towards any liquidity. We're kind of just roaming around. That's how I saw it. And so on NQ, I'm pretty bearish going in. We're now within this range. We just saw ties. I think we could draw lower. The thing on ES is that we have these 3 equal lows. I think we might target in the future. Look at buy side, what we're looking at this side. Okay, we have that high, and we also have this high way up here, but we're not really worried about that. This low way down here, like we said, we're not really worried about that. Yeah, hourly lows. Again, I'm kind of just going to wait to see like where we open up tomorrow in order to kind of formulate my bias, see what we're saying. But on NQ, I would like to see us maybe push up into this and then create a sell in here, targeting these lows and these lows. And then on S&P, I'm not really seeing a crazy amount. Like, we have these 2 equal lows to the downside. And maybe push up and take out sell side there or buy side, and then create displacement. Give me a sell lower. That's what I could look for on ES. But other than that, I need to see where we open, to see what we can target. But that's kind of all I have today. Is just where we're at, what we did today, what we could execute on. What we could have done better. Today just wasn't great price action. Look at this. This is not pretty. For me personally, like, I don't. If I'm waking up, I'm trying to trade something. I'm not trying to trade this. I'm not trying to trade this. I'm not. And I'm glad I didn't trade today. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna journal. If you traded today, I would recommend you journal right now. Grab out your journal, and you may be watching this in the future, you may be watching this right now, but just grab your journal and journal if you haven't already. You gotta journal. So today is the 6th. No trades. Today was wacky price action. I had no clear drop. I didn't see clearly where we were heading, and I was getting faked out. What's good, Terry? How you doing, bro? There was a possible setup on NQ, but I wasn't paying attention to it because I was so focused on ES. On ES, I had clear rules today, comma, and I was very patient. I wasn't confident, so I didn't trade. I could have trade on MQ, but we never retraced to equilibrium, and I had no clear draw liquidity. Okay. Alright. Shoot. Yeah, but this week we've taken one trade. Yesterday it was a winner. Today no trades. I was not. Like, yes, you are able to find trades in here, but I didn't see anything. I mean, I did, but I was very patient. Had I taken this trade on ES, where we at? Yeah, I was right here. It was this one right here, off of SMT. Like, I was waiting for this fair value gap, and once we got a break here, I was thinking that we were gonna form a fair value gap here, and then that's when we're gonna get our fair value gap retracement and then head lower. But we push up here and then push up higher, and then I thought maybe we're gonna get another fair value gap here. Then we didn't, and we pushed higher, and then we just sold off. Like, I'm perfectly okay with not trading today. You know, any day that you're not putting risk on the table, unnecessary risk. I'd rather have an A+ setup than a C setup. But yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have for today. We'll be back tomorrow. When we open, we'll be live trading then, and we'll be there for a post-market session as well. But I hope you all have a great day. Hopefully you traded well. If you didn't, figure out what you did wrong. Journal, learn from it, and yeah, we'll be back.